Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to make a very simple but beautiful pot. Now this mould is gorgeous. I don't know if you can see the design and it's just like that on the edges. Well, I'm just going to make it in resin, just plain resin. For all you people out there that might not have done this before, I'm just going to do it in one colour, keep it very simple and just embellish it a little bit at the end. I've mixed up 340ml of 1:1 craft resin. So that is, 240ml. So that is 120 of part A and 120ml of part B. Now, I don't think I'm going to have enough because I didn't measure my mould. Yeah, it doesn't say anything on there. I thought it might have. So, like I say, we're going to keep it simple. I've got this pigment. I got it on Temu. I don't know what the name of it is, but I will get the link for it. It's a lovely sort of like stormy blue. It's lovely. I'll get the link for it and I will put that in my description. So I've mixed up my resin for at least 5 minutes. Now it's got bubbles. Now if you've got a debubbler, by all means put it in. But this size cup won't fit in my machine. And to be honest, this resin pretty much takes care of itself. It is a really good resin for degassing. So all we're going to do, I've wiped my stick off after stirring because you should never stir and then dip into your pigment because then it'll set your pigment because that is made of, I'm not sure which, but part A or part B with colourant in it. So if you then go mixing, you're going to give yourself a whole heap of trouble. So all I'm going to do is just dip my stick in. I haven't used this one before, so I'm not sure how much it's going to take. And all we're going to do is just mix it in. Oh, look at that. It's a beautiful colour. Now, you should always scrape the sides. Just keep mixing and mixing until you're sure that all the pigment is mixed in. I mean, I'll cut some of this out or fast forward just so that I don't put you through. But as you can see there, I'm mixing it in and I'm scraping the sides because obviously when you go to stir, sometimes you are pushing the pigment back to the sides of the cup. So make sure you do give it a really good stir. That's looking pretty nice, to be fair. So I'm going to carry on mixing and I'll come back when it's all done. Right, that's about mixed now. In fact, most sort of normal epoxy casting resins will give you around, it varies slightly, but it give you around a 40-minute work time. Which means basically from the time you've mixed it, you're in no panic, no rush. Like I've been mixing that and I'm quite happy to sit and talk about it because I'm not worried. So if you're just starting out with resin, try not to put yourself under too much pressure. Just mix it for a good 5 minutes once you put the two together. Try not to mix it too vigorously because you will put bubbles in, and if you haven't got a bubble machine, a debubbler, you could cause yourself some problem, especially with the more detailed moulds. But if you've got it mixed and got your pigment in, give yourself a little bit of time, just let it sit because the bubbles will start to rise. But obviously in a big volume like this, it's going to heat up pretty quick because the more you have volume wise, the quicker it's going to heat and you'll get the exothermic reaction quicker than you would in a smaller cup or a smaller amount. That's why when you pour resin in a bigger mould, it'll actually cure quicker than a small mould. I know it sounds bizarre because you would think a little tiny mould would cure quicker, but it doesn't. It's the opposite. The more you've got in the mould, the more you get the reaction and the quicker it'll cure. So yeah, So because this is a bit detailed, I'm going to spray it with some 91% isopropyl alcohol. Now this stuff is a godsend. Now if you had a handmade mould, you have to look after them a little bit more, but this is just one from Temu, so you know it's not the end of the world. Oh, I think I've gone a little bit mad there, but never mind. So all we're going to do now, and always remember to wear a mask too. Always be careful. Always wear your gloves. Always wear a mask when you're mixing your resin. That's why a lot of the time I will mix my resin off camera, so I can wear a mask and you keep yourself safe. Most important. Like you might do it once or twice and think, it's fine. But it really isn't. Over time, you will damage your lungs for sure. You know, always be careful. If you get resin on your skin, always wash it off immediately. Always make sure you have some decent gloves as well. So, without me rambling on too much again, let's get this poured. So initially, I'm going to do this one. And I'm going to concentrate on the heart in the middle first. Because it has like a 90-degree edge. And if bubbles are going to form, they're going to form there. Initially, there are other areas, but so I'm happy with that. So I'm just going to carry on pouring. As you can see, I'm just doing it quite slowly, not going mad. And you bring it right up to, oh, that's actually took a heck of a lot more than I thought it would. Right up to the lip there. You can see it filling up around the rim, because obviously this top, wow, that's took 240 on its own. So I will have to mix some more up. When you've got a lip like this, always make sure you run. These little micro brushes are great. You get them on, I got mine on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description again. Run it round, because these type of lips on any type of pot or jar, you can guarantee when the bubbles start to rise, they're going to start gathering under there. So when you initially pour it, give it a run round, but also keep an eye on it. It's not guaranteed, because sometimes, you know, even the best of us will still get bubbles. So, well, I haven't got good tutorial, isn't it? Right, hopefully get a bit more mixed up and I'll be able to match the colour, we hope. Oops, I forgot to film it there. I'm just filling it up now. It took another about 150ml for the bottom. The top took more than the bottom, unbelievably, but it has got a big cavity, so I guess it makes sense. So I'm just filling it up without letting it overflow, but get it as full as you can. They call it doming, where it just sort of rises up from the edge, because when your resin cures, it will shrink. So it's a fine line between getting it domed and it over pouring. But I mean, even if you over pour, again, that's not the end of the world, because it's easily trimmed off. And I always make a mess, so, but it's normal. Well, it's normal for me anyway. I'm sure there are neater people than me out there. So all I'm going to do now, I'm going to take my glove off initially, because my hands are full of resin and I don't want to touch my alcohol bottle and get it all stuck up with resin. So all I'm going to do, normally I have a little spritzer, but I haven't filled it. In fact, you know what? I'm going to fill it. Okay, back. I've got my little spritzer bottle. I mean, look at the state of it. It's got no like resin on it, so it's okay for me bare fingers. But I think I got it from Home Bargains. It was in a little sort of travel set. I think it's meant to put like, I don't know, some sort of body spritz or something in it. But it does do like a really nice fine mist, where them big bottles can be a bit, like when you saw at the beginning there when I did the mould, it sort of swamped it a little bit. Now I have overpoured there a little bit. You can see it's on its way. Now I should have my gloves on, but I'm not going to touch the resin. Right, so just give it a, oh, let it get primed a bit, there we go. And it just, look at that, takes care of your bubbles straight away. You will get more rising, but if you just keep an eye on it for a little while, you should be able to keep on top. And that's it basically. I mean, I'm not convinced that I'm going to get bubbles around the edge because it's pretty fluted and I don't want to start messing with it now, to be fair. Okay, I'll be back on demould. I'll come and check on it a couple of times. And that's it basically. We'll just wait for it to cure. So I'll see you then. Okay, let's see what we've got. These are all cured now. Don't know what happened there. I got a bit of a wrinkle. It's a really pretty colour. Oh, lovely. It's a nice colour, that. I like that. A very easy demould as well. Just got much of a lip on it. Oh, I've got bubbles. See, that happens to the best of us. I knew that lip was going to be a problem. Oh, but it's very nice. Look at that. Oh, it fits lovely. Very pretty. Just needs trimming a bit. It's very heavy. Yeah, just trim that off a tad. Brilliant. Now, we're not going to go mad with the decor. I've got my J. Diction chrome marker here. What I'm going to do is very simply go around the heart. Just give it a nice little edge and just define it a little bit more. These markers are pretty good. If you find like the right angle, you can sort of go around quite evenly. Like so. That's pretty, I like that. Now I haven't decided about the edges because there's a lot of lumps and bumps. Suppose I could try it, but I don't know. That's quite nice. It's not too bad to fill in. I mean, it does get smaller as you go around. Just try your best to keep the pen at the same angle. I mean, you can do anything you want really, but I think that silver looks nice on it. Right, I'll continue going round and I'll be back. So I decided to just go around the bottom of the pot as well. As you can see, it's dead easy. You just get your right angle and just follow it round. That's it done. I like that. It's very simple but effective. So I'm just going to let that dry now. And we will be about done. So I'll be back when that's dried properly. Okay, you could literally just leave it as it is. It's beautiful as it is. But I'm just going to show you a really simple way just to make it look a little bit more glamorous. Now these are just, you can get them anywhere, like little iridescent flakes. I think I got mine on Temu, but you can see there, they're beautiful. So I thought, well, why not put them on the heart and glam the heart up? So all I'm going to do is just spread some UV, just enough to make them stick. Doesn't have to be extra smooth or anything, just as long as it's on the lid. I mean, if you were wanting to put a smooth surface on, you would put your UV on, and what you would do with the edges to stop the running over the side, you would just flick like that, and it sort of gives it a surface tension so that it doesn't run over the side, as long as you don't go totally overboard with the UV, that is. So I think I've covered it all there, because obviously I want them flittery bits to stick. So all I'm going to do now, when I can get that to stay put, right, so all I'm going to do is just tap some of these on. Probably more than I need, but we want to make sure the area covers. I mean, you can, if you've got a glove on, just pat them, spread them, whatever you need to do. And all I'm going to do now, oh, bit too much there, but never mind. All I'm going to do now is put that under the lamp. It should penetrate, because they're only sort of little see-through glittery things. So let's see. I'll do it for a good 5 minutes to make sure, and I'll be back. Okay, I've given that a good 5 minutes just to make sure, and all we're going to do, what can I do it on? A piece of paper, is just rub it off. Now I do have a nice little makeup brush somewhere, and I can't find it, obviously. It's always the way. I don't know if this one will do it. Might do. And just rub off the excess. And there you have like a really pretty little love heart in the middle. Now, if you rub on it, it sort of burnishes in, but you can, if you wanted to, if you weren't happy with it being a bit rough on the top, you could, if you wanted to, put some more UV on the top. I mean, I can show you how to do that if that would interest you, because it won't take long. Right, so I'm happy to touch it with my fingers now, because I know it's definitely cured. So all you would do is just put, now I should have another glove on, but I'm confident that my bottle's clean, because you know, you just never know. I'm just going to put a good blob on the top there. This has gone quite thick. I mean, you can get thicker resins that sort of are meant for doming, but as it is, that one, for some strange reason, has come quite thick, and it doesn't normally. So like I said before, you just literally flick on the edges, and that's all you need to do. Obviously taking care not to go over. And what that will do is create a surface tension. I mean, this is super thick. And also ensure that it's gone to the edges. Sometimes it will go over, can't be helped, but if you're careful and try not to mess about with the edges too much, it will, like I say, create the surface tension. And I think we're okay there. So all I'm going to do is give it a little spritz with alcohol. I mean, as you can see, yeah, that's fine. I'm going to give it a little spritz with alcohol just to make sure there's no surface bubbles. I mean, to me it looks perfectly fine there. And all I'm going to do, oh hang on, there's a little bit there where it's pulling away. Sometimes it does have the habit of pulling away. There. A little bit there. Right. Yep, I'm happy with that. Doesn't look like there's any bubbles in it, so let's do it. So I'm going to put that under for another 5 minutes to make sure. And I'll be back. Okay, that's done now. Now always remember when using a UV lamp, try not to look at the light too much, because overexposure to your eyes can really be damaging as well. Just like you would if you were on a sunbed, you know. Like when I first started using a UV lamp, I would find myself like mesmerised and staring at the thing curing, you know, but really try and avoid as much as possible. What I do now, especially if I'm sitting there for 5 minutes, I'll go and do something else, you know, whether it just be have a quick tidy up in my craft room, or, you know, just not looking at it directly. Anyway, so on with the video. So that's it there. Now, doesn't that look really pretty? I love it. Let's just wipe off all the excess. And for something so simple, just a bit of UV and some fancy iridescent flakes, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Just gives it that beautiful. So that is it. I hope you liked my video, and I hope I've explained everything. I mean, sometimes, you know, we just do, and we forget sometimes that people might actually be asking questions. So if there's anything after watching this video, honestly, message me in the comments or whatever, and I'll help you as much as I can. But that's it for today, and that's my beginner friendly resin pot. So I hope you enjoyed. I'll get you some pictures, and that's it. So I shall see you next time. Bye for now.